Ricardo, a 3-0 victory. Was this like a walk in the park?
Yeah, you could say that, at the end of the day, the first half was great. The second half was a little bit, a little bit slower pace, a little bit slower rhythm. But at the end of the day, I feel like a 3-0 win at home is always important.
Uh, I think during the game we had some phases where we showed our qualities and where we played our football very well and created chances and scored our goals. And yeah, I think then it was good, but also it was in some phases not that easy because we knew that they will defend in a low block and we have to be good in pole position. But yeah, in the end we showed our quality. Yeah.
Because you're playing a master performance at Anfield against Liverpool, what's it like to play against Volendam 4 days later?
Yeah, I feel like we have to put the importance in both games. Of course, we always, as being PSV, we always want to win every single game that's in front of us. So, that's our mentality going into this game. That's our mentality going into any Champions League game. So, we want to take 3 points from every game.
Yeah, the match against Liverpool is still a hot topic on social media. The manager boss said on Friday that you're closed it. But how hard was it actually to close that game and to look forward at Volendam?
Yeah, it was a big victory, of course. For the team, it was very exciting. Of course, we're very happy. It was a good victory, but we had to move on. We had to move on because a couple of days later we had this game, and like I said, we took care of business, and that was important.
Yeah, you took care of business. How easy was it today? Was it because of you or because of Volendam?
No, I feel like we went out and like I said, the first half we went out, we attacked them. We had major ball possession, so it was because of us for sure.
Yeah, I think we were good in ball possession and we switched sides a lot and then we found some spaces between the lines and
There were a lot of spaces.
yeah, this is our type of football and I think in this type we are good and yeah, so it was okay.
Yeah, we kind of knew that they were gonna sit back a little bit, and they were gonna hold a low block. But like we said, we had a very attacking mind in the beginning of the first half, and we created a lot of opportunities and we scored 3 goals.
Yeah, you made the second one. What went through your head when you made it?
Yeah, so it was just a ball high up in the air, and my back was facing the goal, and I was just like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to try it. So I just tried it, and it worked out.
Yeah, and where does that goal rank in your top 10 favorites?
Yeah, I think it's a good one for sure. It's gonna be top 3 for sure. So it's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna sit back and look at it.
And is the only thing you can blame you for that the lead wasn't bigger at halftime? I guess you should have scored 3 or 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, of course we could score more goals, but in the end it's a 3-0. We have 3 points with us and we won the game.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you look back on your own performance?
Yeah, I feel like it's a performance to build on. Of course, having an assist, having a goal, and I want more. I'm hungry for more, so I'm gonna continue to push.
Yeah, I think it was okay for me. I'm happy to play 90 minutes. We won, so everything is good.
And were you also looking for a goal?
Yeah,
you tried twice.
Yeah, I think in the second half I had a good chance where the goalkeeper saved the ball. Unlucky for me, but next time.
Okay. And again, a clean sheet in the Eredivisie, just like NAC away. Is it also a topic?
Yeah, I think also, especially for Matej, it's it's good. And I think it's good to defend. It's important to defend very good because yeah, then we can score more goals.
Yeah. And finally, you don't have a midweek program this week. How's that? Or would you prefer to continue the rhythm?
I think the rhythm's gonna be there regardless of the situation. If we have to wait a week, then that gives us time to work on the things that we need to work on. It gives us a little bit extra rest. So, it's important to get this week and continue to push for the rhythm.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.